American Pastor Andrew Brunson of North Carolina is released from detention in Turkey and should be back on U.S. soil very soon. A Turkish court found him guilty and sentenced him to time served today. He then boarded a plane to Germany. He'll be in Germany for 2 days, and then he'll make his way back here to the U.S. That's where we kick off the second half of the hour. Brunson's captivity led to ramped up tension between the U.S. and Turkey, and the Trump administration has slapped the country with sanctions to pressure the government to release the pastor. Here's One America's Neil McCabe.
The Turkish representative on the National Diversity Coalition for Trump told One American News that President Donald Trump's leadership was critical for the release of Pastor Andrew Brunson, but the situation in Turkey for Christians is getting more dangerous, not less.
We are very happy today because of the release Pastor Andrew Brunson, but actually persecution in the Middle East and Turkey getting worse and worse.
Rabia Gazan is a native of Turkey's capital, Istanbul, and she converted to Christianity in secret against the wishes of her family. In addition to her work for the Trump campaign, she is an author and advocate for women's rights in the Middle East.
Trump gives us hope right now, all Christian in the Middle East. This is the hope. We are so happy, but things are not getting good right now. I can tell you that every day Christians are, persecuted by radical Islamists.
Gazan said her sources in Turkey told her that the pressure from the Trump administration was too much for Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan to resist.
President Donald Trump and Obama's policy is like a night and day. It's just totally opposite. President Obama didn't do nothing for us, actually, nothing, and he didn't do nothing for the Pastor Brunson and also a persecution in the Middle East. But President Trump is decisive. He is the really person who defends the Christian in the Middle East.
North Carolina Republican Congressman Mark Walker is the chairman of the Republican Study Committee and an ordained minister. Walker filed legislation to sanction Turkey for its persecution of Christians and for its unwarranted holding of Brunson. Walker said the real credit for Brunson's release goes to the White House.
The big hero in all this is President Trump and Vice President Pence. Without their continued bringing this to the forefront, tweeting about it, talking about it, and discussing it, I don't know that we could have had enough or drummed up enough energy to get it across the finish line.
Turkish President Erdogan, in the days leading up to Brunson's release, said that international politics would have no influence on judicial proceedings in Turkey. But he is just the latest politician to learn what it is like when President Donald Trump wants something done. Neil W. McCabe, One American News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.